Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Steven, aka the Wiz.1 on YouTube, and this video is more on the risk management side, how to have the understanding that higher win rates reduce your overall risk, giving you a better edge versus low probability trades. And you need to expect losing streaks, and you need to be able to manage your risk. You can do that by both controlling your size and finding high probability setups. Obviously, there's a lot involved with that, so we're going to keep this very tight and focused on the probability of losing streaks and why even strong win rates still produce losing streaks. So this chart that you see on the screen represents consecutive losses in a row. So for instance, if your win rate is 10%, you can expect to have 100% of having 10 losers in a row. That means you're probably going to have up to, I don't know, 15, 20. I don't know. We could push this out for as many trades as we'd like, but I think this illustrates it fine. 15% win rate, you can expect to lose 10 in a row 100% of the time. 20% win rate, you can expect to lose 10 trades 100% of the time. 25%, you can expect to lose 10 trades 99% of the time, 9 trades 100% of the time, and you see how it goes. So the lower your win rate percentage, the longer losing streak you're going to need to endure. So that's why managing the size of your bankroll and each individual trade comes in extremely important. So even a win rate of 55%, you can still expect to lose 4 trades 98% of the time and 3 trades 100% of the time. When you go up to 5, 80% of the time, you're going to lose 5. So there's 80% chance over a large period of trades that you're going to lose 5 in a row, and over a 55% chance you're going to lose 6. So if you're in a 50K challenge, prop firm challenge, where you only have $2,000 of drawdown, you need to factor that in, because no matter how good your strategy is, you're going to take losers. And we're just going to do one short explanation to kind of show how that works. So this is Deepcharts. This is the platform that I use. You can find them at deepcharts.com. It's spelled DEEPCHARTS.com. And this is just a 4-minute NASDAQ chart. This is our previous trading day, and I'm showing a year of data. And the only reason that is because we're going to do a little back test on this. So what I've done is I've created a pattern, and we're not going to go into too much details, where it evaluates the open versus the close, and then it looks at bid and ask volume, and looks at the difference of greater than 50, for example, and that's not the purpose of the video. Then it also looks at an indicator, which is the VWAP, and shows it above the close of the VWAP. And then we combine all this together because they all need to be true. And then we added some settings in here. We're going to be doing a back test where we have a market buy. So these are all long tests. And then we have a stop fixed at 50 ticks, which is pretty tight on NASDAQ. And then we have a target of 160 ticks. We could make that 150, right? Which is I guess it's a 3-to-1, right? So we're going to play around with some different things here to get some different percentages. And then we're going to look at the results and then see how that lines up with our table. So I'll do some other videos later on how to set up the Deep Pattern Builder and do some back testing. But for now, we're just going to run it. And this is on a year of data. So for this particular setup that I'm looking for, we're going to run it across the year of data. And this is kind of an absorption setup. It's looking for a really deep retracement or a pullback to the second VWAP deviation, as well as an absorption. So on this particular setup, see, we netted $10,000 in profit. We also had a $7,200 drawdown. Number of trades were 50, and our win percentage was 46. Okay, so if we go back to our probabilities, so 45% win rate, we could expect to lose 5, 6, and sometimes 7, even up to, we have more than a 50% chance of losing up to 8 trades in a row. Okay, so let's look how this stacked up over the trades. So if I go to the trade list, we're going to count our biggest group of losers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a cluster of 5 losses here. So you notice it's 3-1. So just a few wins make up for a lot of the losses, and that's what keeps it profitable. But down a little bit lower, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losers. So we took 9 losers in a row. Then we had a string of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners in a row, and a couple losers, winner, loser, a couple losers, a bunch of winners. But you could see overall, for 46%, we can expect to have some drawdown. Okay, and that's completely in line with our chart. Up to, we did lose 8 in a row, even though our win rate was 45%, almost half. We lost nearly 8 in a row. Okay, so let's come back in and let's just play around a little bit. So we're gonna just take some arbitrary numbers and see how we can manipulate this a little bit. So instead of trading on a 4-minute chart, we're gonna trade on a 5-minute chart. Then we're gonna rerun the back test, because if you change the chart, it's gonna change the results. Reset the back test, run it again. And you're gonna see, it only ran on 10 days. So I need to rerun this, my bad. So when you change the minutes, we're gonna go to 1-year minute data. It's gonna take a moment to load. Then we'll re-execute the back test. And the thing I like about Deepcharts is this is pretty fast. I've used a lot of TradingView and I've used the back testing on there. Honestly, it's not that good. I'm just gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, this is far better. So we're gonna execute the back test again. And let's see what the win rate percentage is. We'll see a list of all the trades, and then we'll see if it correlates with our table. Remember, the math doesn't lie, right? And you're gonna have variance. So over a large sample, things are gonna kind of average out. So okay, on this one, we actually had worse results. We only won 33% of the time, but over same amount of trades, about 51, we won 3,895, but we had a drawdown of 8,998. So with a 33% win rate, let's go back to take a look at our chart here. 33% rate, let's go with 35. Odds are that we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 10, 11, 12, 13 trades in a row. Okay, so if we're losing 10 or 13 trades in a row in a combine or a strategy, we're hosed, right? We're out. So our average drawdown was $200. Our average run up was $364. So let's see how many trades we lost in a row. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One winner, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 and 7 is what, 15? And 2. So 15 losers and 2 winners. We could even make it 16, right? And then we had large streaks of losers, far more red than green. And we still had a positive equity curve. Okay, but not the best strategy, right? But it is a winner. So you definitely can win as long as you could sustain the downswing. Now, 51 trades, that's a pretty good sample. So that's also in line. Let's go back in. Let's play around again. So we're going to take the same exact strategy. We're going to put this on a 1 minute chart. And we're going to change this back to 1 year. We're likely to get a lot more trades on a 1 minute chart. You do this on any type of chart, obviously. It's just, you just need to be consistent with whatever you do. And this will be our last example. And we'll close out the video. And there we go. Reset the back test and do it again. Might take a little bit longer to run because we are running it on 1 minute data as opposed to 3 and 4 minute. So we can reduce, if we have a smaller win rate, we could reduce our chances to ruin by making sure we size down. And if we are in a combine or some type of training evaluation in a prop firm, we need to make sure that we are properly sized for the amount of drawdown that we have available to us. Okay, a little bit better on this one. This is interesting. So on the 1 minute, we had 154 trades. That's actually a really good sample, right? 154 trades is going to give us a good indication. And this is over a year. So it's about a trade, a little less than one in 3 days, 1 in 2.5 days, something like that. I'm not great at math, but I can ballpark. But we did have some drawdown, right? Our profit to loss, 37K to 26K. And look at this, our winning percentage was only 32. So we won 49 trades and we lost 105 trades. So more than 2 out of 3 trades lost, but we actually made even more money than we did with our 4 minute strategy that had a 50% win rate. So very interesting, right? So let's see, on 32%, we should lose 9, 10, 11, 12 in a row. Looking at the trade list, look at this. This is insane, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row here. We got a couple winners and a loser. Then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losers and a winner. Continue to go down. Way more losers than winners. And we had another streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losers. And far more red than green. But the green numbers are 3 times the size of the losing numbers, which allows us to have a positive equity curve. And it's a pretty good curve, right? Crazy. So a couple lessons we can learn here. First lesson is that you're going to take losses. Okay, you're going to take losses. At one point, the cool thing about this strategy is we took about 2,200 in losses. This was our biggest drawdown streak, 2,200, but multiple times we reached 15 to 1,800 or more. So if you have $2,000 of drawdown available to you, you're going to lose and blow the account. If I had $3,000 of drawdown available to me, I'm going to pass the account. Now the problem is this is over a year, right? So, and it also matters whether you have a monthly subscription or not. So if there's no time limit on the eval, you could definitely print with a strategy that is lower in win percentage. But the key to this entire video is to tell you that this is real, the math doesn't lie. And to close up, high losing streaks are normal, even with strong win rates. Long losing streaks happen. It doesn't matter what your strategy is. Higher win rates are going to reduce your risk. Better edge equals low probability of long losing streaks. Okay, and then expect and manage risks. Accept the losing streaks and control your size and risk. And that's going to give you the best opportunity to be profitable as a day trader. If you like the content, please leave a comment. If you have any questions, please do the same. Have a wonderful day and hope to see you again soon.